So 3.3, the performance criteria in element 3, is specify assessment requirements of the learning program. So the assessment requirements can be found in the unit of competency in the evidence guide component. So we move down to the critical aspects for assessment and evidence required to demonstrate competency in this unit. And this is where we actually develop the program content. So we look at the endpoint first before we develop the whole learning program. So essentially, to be competent, to assess competency, we need to meet the critical aspects. So at a minimum, we need to prepare and develop. This is just for this unit. We're looking at the unit of competency for tonight's unit, design and develop learning programs. So a minimum of 2 learning programs. So we will do case study 1 for Susan and case study 2 for John and keep that continuity flowing. Now they need to contain differentiated learning program designs to reflect particular needs, contexts and timelines. Well, Susan, it has a much longer timeline with a certificate 4 qualification than John's license for his forklift. Context, we have John in the workplace, Susan e-learning from home. Susan's particular needs are RPL and credit transfer, a really swift, quick, efficient course. John will need a lot more hands-on, a lot more one-to-one. He's got language literacy and numeracy concerns there that he needs support in as well. So 2 very differentiated learning programs are going to be met. So this is before we started creating even concepts of our case studies. I had to come to this evidence guide first to work out the assessment requirements and start at the end point. Now at least one must be based on the competency standards, which will be Susan's one, and Susan's will be an entire unit of competency. So what we need to do is create a learning program based on 1 unit of competency for Susan. Not the whole certificate 4, just 1 unit of competency. We'll also create the other learning program with just portions of it for John.